Hi YouTube, this is Mhz for another YouTube video. Today I want to talk to you about this computer. This is a Microspot Power 64 PCI bus 166/2.0 GB. It's an Intel Pentium 166 Mhz processor with originally at least a 2.0 GB. Now there is a 3.2 GB hard drive in it. It's a machine that was originally shipped with Windows 95. It's designed for Microsoft Windows 95. It's a multimedia digital sound machine, so it's obviously a machine from the beginning of the era of multimedia based PC with sound card and everything like this. You can obviously see that those two drives are not original to the machine. In fact, a DVD Rom drive has been added to play DVD using Realmagic Holywood Plus DVD decoder card, and a CD writer has been added over the years. I've got this particular machine since 2003 or 2004, I think, something like this. This was my old sister computer. It has no MMX, as you can see. It's the standard Intel Pentium logo here, and there is no MMX instructions in the machine. For its age, the machine is in perfect condition. On the back you can see the power supply unit. It's an AT based machine with a real hardware power switch. You can use it on 230 or 110 volts. There is two serial ports. One it's DB25 and DB15, I think. The machine used a PS2 port. There is a keyboard and mouse port under. Parallel port. There is the Realmagic Holywood Plus DVD decoder card, a video card, Voodoo 2 video card. Under there is the network card and the sound card. There is the screen, how it works as far as the screen connection is concerned. The video card is actually connected through the Voodoo video card. The Voodoo card is then connect to the Realmagic card, and you connect your monitor right here. On the Realmagic card you have something to plug it on a TV if you want, the SPDIF audio out and a stereo audio 3.5mm jack. And there is a standard video card, Voodoo card. As for the audio card, there is a game port on it. This is for speakers. There is a real volume knob on it. This is line input and microphone input. We'll now take a look at the inside of the machine. Maybe I will have to put the camcorder down to do this. I don't think I could do this. Oh yeah. Let's go. So here is the machine itself. Like I said, the hard drive has been replaced. There is a 3.2 GB Quantum Fireball hard disk drive, which works flawlessly, because it's not very common for Quantum drive to work like they're supposed to. I had a lot of failure with old Quantum hard drive, especially the IDAB Quantum hard drive, but also SCSI hard drive with the old Macintosh. So here is the motherboard on the back. Here is the Pentium 166 with its 8-sync on it and the fan. It's a socket 7 motherboard, obviously. You can see emplacement for the cache memory, but they choose to add a real cache memory connector, and they put 256K of cache memory on it. I don't know the particular brand of the motherboard. The only thing I know is the BIOS was actually made by Acer. As you can see, there is no clock battery, there is only a Dallas chip RTC real-time clock slash battery chip. The battery is actually integrated in the chip. There is some trick on the internet where you could actually put a CR2032 battery in this if you have a dead battery, but this one, and it might be pretty rare right now, is actually working fine. It keeps the data time well, as well as all the BIOS settings, and sometimes I even didn't use the machine for more than a year and it still works, and it still works as of today. So I'm pretty impressed with this Dallas chip integrated clock battery. So as for the chipset, the motherboard using Intel Triton chipset is the FX 427 FX. Maybe this is a source bridge. Where is no bridge? Oh, maybe right here. Well, I don't know exactly, I will tell you later, but it's actually the Intel Triton, the first one, chipset. It is 4 EDO memory bank with 4 16MB memory module. It has been upgraded because originally the machine had 2 8MB memory on it. For a total now of 64MB of memory, which is good because the machine is running Windows 98 SE. There is the Realmagic DVD decoder card, hardware decoder card. The DVD Rom drive is connected on the Realmagic card, then is connected directly onto the sound card, and the HP CD burner, is connected directly on the sound card. Under the Realmagic DVD decoder, there is a S23 64V plus video card with 2MB of memory. Under there is the Voodoo 2 video graphic accelerator. I think it's the 8MB version, this one. I don't know, I don't really remember because I've put this card in 2005 on this machine, I think, or 2006 maybe. No, it was earlier. This card has been given by my cousin, and I think it gave this to me around 2005, 2006 maybe, and I've put it directly in my sister PC. Didn't work quite well with even educational software because the processor is so slow, and there is no MMX embedded, which is a shame because a lot of software games need MMX instruction to run. So under here there is, oh, by the way, the card is made by 3D Blaster, this one. Apparently it's one of the best Voodoo 2 card made. There was a 3D Blaster one. I have two of these. I have another one somewhere else. Don't know where, but I think I'm sure that I have another one. There is an internet card, quite a recent one, I should say. It's a 10100, I think, this one. Under here there is the S23 Audio Cards using an audio ESS audiodrive chipset, and it's a fairly low-end card. This is the only card which is still original to the machine. It has never been replaced. As for expansion goes, there is only 3 ISS slots available now. All the PCI slots are in use, and there is no IGP, of course. And here you can see the AT power supply connector. So the machine itself was manufactured by Microspot on February 1st, 1996, and it was made in Taiwan, the Republic of China. There is another stickers, but this one is for the case itself, and the case itself has been manufactured in the 12th of May of 1995. Apparently also made in Taiwan, the Republic of China. Now we will start the machine. So let's fire this thing. As you can see, the first thing is the 7-segment display, which shows the CPU frequency. It's something that I really loved, and it's so fortunate that they don't make these anymore. Here is the BIOS setup. There is the Quantum drive overlay installed on it, but I don't know why, because the BIOS of the machine actually supports the logical block addressing LBA natively, so it's not really useful. Like I said, the machine is running Windows 98 2nd edition. I never reinstalled the machine. The only installation I made is upgrading from 95 to 98 when I've got the machine in 2004, so it's the original 19 install for me. Now let's take a look at everything I've got with the machine, or everything I've kept for the machine. Here is the sorry, let me turn the light on. There we go. Here is the remote control for the Realmagic DVD decoder card. Here is the serial receiver, which I forgot to plug in, but we will do right now. This cable is for connecting the Realmagic card output directly to a TV to be able to watch DVD on the TV. Here is the Realmagic remote control receiver documentation and driver also. Here is Microsoft Works for Windows 95, which is useless now. This is the interquad color monitor, because this is the monitor that came with the machine, but it's long gone. This is the original instruction manual for the or the user guide for the CD-ROM drive. There was actually a full-time CD-ROM drive in the machine when I got it, but I replaced it with a 52-time first, then with the DVD-ROM drive. And it's useless for now. Recycled paper, that's nice. Printed in Taiwan. But I still have the CD-ROM drive, so it can still be used. This is the VGA driver installation and documentation for the original AT video card, which was in there, but long gone also. Oh, this is the manual for the S23 Audio Card, user's guide. Printed in Ireland, interesting. And it's still useful because it still has the original sound card in the machine. This is the Mhz 3.3 volt Pentium PCI systems user's guide for the motherboard, and this one is the most useful manual you could have, especially for an old machine, because there's a lot of trick, a lot of jumper on the board to set before you could use the board correctly. And believe me, this one, I'm really glad that I have the manual for this board. And this is the manual for the housing itself, for the case itself, IDAB housing installations guide, printed in Ireland also. Nice. But here it goes. So let me plug the receiver to the machine. We will first try a DVD on the machine. Ouch, the VGA cable got a little bit. I think I have a bad VGA cable. Better. So I will try antitrust DVD to prove that an old Pentium 166 with an hardware video DVD decoder card could actually play DVD. Let's open the DVD tray, launch the software using the remote. and hit play. It's better like this. Go to full screen mode. As you can see, the image quality is nice. No lag or anything. Obviously it's not the processors that decoding all the data, it's the chip and the Realmagic card itself, the Holywood Plus card. If you have never watched this movie, you should watch it. It's called Antitrust. And I will close the software for it. Now let's go to the maybe system property first. So Untitled Pentium processor, 64 MB of RAM. Now let's go to let's launch ADAS32, which is a software that will tell you about everything about your computer. Oh, by the way, as you can see, the date and time is correct on the machine. Absolutely correct. Now let's go to the motherboard and chipset. So it's an Intel Triton 430FX, and there is 256K of cache, of course. Go to CPU, it's an Intel Pentium 166, 8 KB of internal cache. Now go to video, S23 64V Plus and a Voodoo 2 3D Accelerator. Now multimedia, it's an ESS ES688 plus ES968 audio drive sound card. As for the DVD and DVD Rom drive and CD RW, there is the HP CD writer, made actually by HP. And the GLMS DVD Rom drive, which is GVC Lite On, and you have the speed. Then for maybe go to the operating system, and the operating system was installed on the 6th of November 2004. Performance. Reading memories. It's performing some tests on the machine, and result came out. Oh, this computer is right here. Actually a Pentium MX 166 is just a little bit better, actually quite a bit better. If you look at memory speed, but mine uses the other one uses SD RAM, and mine use IDO memory, like the Cases 266. So it's not that bad apparently. So now let's shut down the machine. And bye YouTube, see you in my next video.